Good afternoon, everybody. Let's take a look at your headlines on this Tuesday afternoon. It's an exciting day. It is election day here across the Gulf Coast. We're going to break down some of those big municipal races. Plus, a crash claims a man's life. We'll tell you about what happened. Plus, a big house fire in Mobile this morning. What the homeowner says caused it. WKRG's News 5 Now starts right now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. Thanks so much for being with me today. I'm Devin Walsh. Some great weather to get out and cast your vote today. It's election day. I voted earlier. I took off my sticker because I was on TV at noon. But man, I was in and out of the polls in maybe 2 minutes, 5 minutes at the most. Of course, I went at a time when there wasn't a lot of people. I went at about 10 a.m. But from what I'm hearing across the Gulf Coast, turnout's been steady, but it is not crowded. So if you haven't cast your vote and you're worried about time, you're always in a hurry, I don't think you're going to have a problem. So go ahead and take care of that. You have until 7 o'clock tonight. Let's go ahead and get to our big stories at this hour. Number 5, trial set. A Dothan beauty queen is being accused of plotting to kill her husband while on vacation in the Bahamas, but she will not go on trial until next year. Lindsay Shiver will go on trial in the Bahamian capital of Nassau in March. She is currently out on bond. She is able to travel to Georgia to see her children. Number 4. Testing. Boaters steer clear of an area off the Fort Walton Beach coast tomorrow and Thursday from 1 to 4 in the afternoon. That's when Eglin Air Force Base is conducting tests in the water. All boats are being asked to avoid the hazard area. So if you are in your boat, you got to stay away 30 nautical miles off the coast of Fort Walton Beach, 70 nautical miles south of Apalachicola. Number 3, grease on the stove may have started a house fire in Mobile. It happened around 9 this morning at a home on South Sage Avenue. The homeowner says it started as a grease fire in the kitchen, and then the fire and smoke spread throughout the 2-story home. A car inside the garage was also damaged. Loxley police trying to identify a man who was hit and killed by a car last night. It happened around 8:30 in the southbound lanes of Highway 59 near Baldwin Prep Academy. Police say the man was walking in the road when he was hit. He didn't have any ID on him. The driver of the car was not injured. And number 1, as I mentioned, it is time to vote. It is election day across the Gulf Coast. Thousands of people going to the polls, casting votes in more than 100 local races. The top race we're following today, the race for Mobile mayor between Spiro Cherigatis, Barbara Drummond, Connie Hudson, and Paul Prine. You can find interviews with all these candidates and some sample ballots right now on WKRG.com. Just click the banner that says Your Local Election Headquarters at the top of the homepage. If you need help getting to the polls, Stand Up Mobile is offering rides. You can give them a call at 251-421-5072. That's 421-5072. And that is a look at our big stories at this hour. Cannot wait to see who is going to either win the mayor's race or probably most likely go into a runoff, which will take place in September. And so we've been watching it closely. We've got crews all over the Gulf Coast. So you definitely will want to stay with WKRG and WKRG.com throughout the day, throughout the night. As soon as those polls close, we are going to be bringing you those numbers. So stay tuned. Okay, and our question of the day has to do with elections and what you think of candidates. Our question today is this: what is a surefire way for a candidate to gain your vote? What is a surefire way for a candidate to gain your vote? Integrity, positive representation of all people within their jurisdiction, a defender of our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and a person who understands how the government works. Rachel, wow, that's a good answer. Very, very good. CJ Hadley, be honest. Catherine wants the candidates to come sit with her one-on-one with her family, hear our life story, and listen to the concerns we have for our city, county, state, and nation. No cameras, no spotlights, just a genuine sit down. Well, that sure would be nice. I bet a lot of people would want to do that. It'd be hard to get to everybody, but I get what you're saying, being a good listener. Just tell the truth and some more truth. Don't badmouth your opponent. To come up from a poor background, demanding transparency for the people, taking care of animals in our area, and not accepting bribes. Francis, I can tell you one thing. The candidate for mayor of the city of Selma, who somehow got my cell phone number when I did not give it to strangers, is not getting my vote. Francis, I hate to tell you, they all have your phone number. I've gotten a million different texts and voicemails from candidates asking for my vote. So somehow you register to vote, they've got your information. Telling the truth, a lot of that. Paul wants to see someone actually give detailed specifics about what steps they will implement. So far he says everything's just been vague, but he wants some specifics. Run a clean campaign. I have to say, there has not been a lot of mudslinging in these mayoral campaigns at all. It's been actually probably one of the most cordial campaigns that I've ever seen. All right, represent the people, not the corporations. Okay, so some really good comments there about what you believe it will take to gain your vote. And that just leads right on into our poll of the day, which is, dun, 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 are you voting in today's elections? Are you voting in today's elections? Listen, guys, get out there and vote. Turnout's steady. It's not high. It never is that high when you don't have a national or a statewide race. But if you want to complain about what's happening in your city, you better get out and vote. If not, don't complain. That's all I'm saying. So if you would like to participate in our question of the day or our poll, you can do it. We're going to leave it up until 5:30 tonight. That is when the next edition of News 5 Now airs. And you can find that information on WKRG.com or WKRG's Facebook page. All right, everybody. That is going to do it for me. That's going to do it for me here on News 5 Now. I want to thank you for joining me. Once again, I'll be filling in for Cherish on the 4 on 5, and I'll be with Peter on WKRG News 5 at 5. So I'll see you on TV. Have a great afternoon.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.